Hello and welcome to TheMan Games. This is our WrestleMania predictions. It's been a long time since we've done a prediction show on the channel, but it could be one of the biggest WrestleManias of all time, so we had to do one. And we're going to go straight into talking about Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch, two of my favourite women in WWE right now, going at it. I would like this to open the show for night one. I think this would be an awesome first match on the show. I think it could even steal the show. If it's given time, I think this could be the match of maybe even the weekend if it's done right. Now, everyone should probably know that Becky Lynch is one of my favourite wrestlers of all time. I think I'm going to have to say Rhea Ripley needs the win more than Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch has done everything already. Rhea's had a year-long run as champion, but I don't think she's had enough big feuds to cement herself as high as we would like. Yes, she had a really good match with Nia Jax. She had quite a good feud with Zelina Vega, but between then what she really done, not a great deal. So I think she needs this win a lot more than Becky Lynch. So my first prediction is Rhea Ripley to retain her Women's World Championship. Next up we have Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Now I would have rather have seen Chad Gable and Gunther in my opinion. I really like Sami Zayn, but I think this should have been Chad Gable and Gunther. And we've seen Chad Gable training Sami Zayn. I think we are going to see a Chad Gable heel turn. I think Chad is going to cost Sami the match and Gunther will retain. That's what I'm thinking. Now the 6-pack ladder match. So we have the Judgment Day defending against DIY, the Awesome Truth, the New Catch Republic, what an awful name that is, the New Day, and Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. So both sets of titles are on the line, so it makes me think they are going to split the titles. I do think Judgment Day are going to lose both sets. I think R-Truth and The Miz are going to win the Raw ones. For the SmackDown ones, I really don't know. I'd like to say the New Catch Republic because I'd like Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate to get a WrestleMania moment. But I think it's probably going to be Theory and Waller. I feel like they could do with something just to elevate them a little bit more. So yeah, I think I'm going to say Theory and Waller to win the SmackDown set of Tag Team Championships. And hopefully once they're split back up again, they can redesign the belts because let's face it, they are awful. And they've been around far longer than they should have been around. They've been they've been on WWE longer than the good sets were, which, isn't great when you think about it like that. Now the next match, Jimmy versus Jay. Now I previously said on the channel before, I think Jimmy is going to win because normally in these situations, the weaker brother out of the brothers that fought each other at WrestleMania has won. Meaning Matt Hardy beat Jeff Hardy and Owen Hart beat Bret Hart. I know that's controversial, you might not think they are the weaker brothers, but I think the majority of people would probably agree. But I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say Jey Uso wins. I feel like Jey, he's main event Jey Uso, but he does lose quite a lot. So, I think Jey probably does need the win more than Jimmy. Jimmy's just going to probably go back into doing bloodline stuff, whereas Jey Uso, he could be a future Intercontinental Champion or even World Champion. We just need to wait and see. But yeah, I do think Jey Uso is going to get the win over Jimmy. Now the 6-woman tag team match, we've got Damage Control against Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill and Naomi. I think Cargill and Belair and Naomi are definitely going to win this match. More or less every time there's tag team champions in like a 6-pack match, the people with the belts normally lose. And obviously it's Jade Cargill's first WrestleMania. Bianca Belair, she always pulls out all the stops at WrestleMania. So yeah, and obviously Naomi is great as well. So yeah, I definitely think it's going to be Belair, Cargill and Naomi getting the win at WrestleMania. Now a match that I was very surprised that is on the card, Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom against LWO. It's kind of come out of nowhere. So yeah, I don't really know who I think is going to win this. Probably Dominic and Santos, because Dominic looks like he's pulling away from Judgment Day a little bit, and Ray beat him last year, so maybe this is him getting his win back. So yeah, maybe say Santos and Dominic are going to get the win. And then for the main event of night one, we've got the Bloodline, Rock and Roman against Cody and Seth. Now this is a really hard one to predict, but the more I think about it, it needs to just be Roman and Cody night one in a straight up singles match. We don't want Bloodline rules, so unless Cody has his men come out to help him, Rock has his men, I just don't know. There could be a lot of smoke and mirrors like when Mick Foley won the title. That could be what they want to go for. But I'm going to predict that Cody pins The Rock on night 1 of WrestleMania. That's it. I'm not going to say anymore. That's it. That's what I predict is going to happen. Right then, so night 2. So, what would I have open night 2? Well, again, I think I would do Io and Bayley, just like on night 1, have the women's championship open that show. I'd do the same on the second night. If they're not going to main event, I'll let them open the show. The opening match is just as important as the main event because it's, you know, it's kicking off the show. So I would have Io and Bayley open the show. I would bring back old Bayley with the Bayley buddies and things like that. You know, bring back the old Bayley that everyone used to love, and then Bayley gets the win over Io Sky. That is my prediction. Then we've got LA Knight and AJ Styles. Now, I really like AJ Styles. I'd liked him to be in the bit. I like LA Knight as well, but I just think AJ could have been in a better slot at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, I would have rather seen LA Knight go up against Logan Paul, to be honest, and win the US Championship. But they're doing this. It's been reported that AJ is going to take some time off after WrestleMania, so I'm just going to say LA Knight gets the win just because of that reason. Then for the triple threat, we have Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. Logan Paul retains. I think this is going to set up Randy Orton and Kevin Owens having tension between them, and then them two are going to go and feud after WrestleMania. So yeah, I think Logan Paul's going to get the win there. Now this is... Whoa, I didn't actually realise this until I just read it. So it's a 6-man Philadelphia street fight. I didn't realise it was a street fight. I was just going to say this is the match I'm least looking forward to of WrestleMania. The Pride against the Final Testament. I really like Karrion Kross, I really like Scarlett. I really like the Final Testament. I just don't want them to be near Bobby Lashley's group that, to me, they have nothing going for them. Don't know who's going to get the win here. Maybe just say the Final Testament just because they need it more than a former world champion. So yeah, Final Testament to get the win here. Then Seth Rollins defending against Drew McIntyre. So this is going to be Seth Rollins' second match of the weekend. So in theory, he's going to be beaten down, which Drew needs to take opportunity and get the win. So I predict Drew McIntyre is going to beat Seth Rollins for the World Championship. And then, Damian Priest comes down, he cashes in and becomes your World Champion. I think that is the right thing to do, because, you know, Drew, all he does is complain, which I really like about it, because he says what's true but complains about it. So if he wins the championship in front of fans, like he's been saying he didn't do for so long, and then loses it straight away, he's going to be fuming. So I think that will be what is best for business, and have Damian Priest win the World Championship from Drew McIntyre. And then the main event, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. So we don't know. I've said my prediction for night 1, but we don't really know what's going to go down, because obviously I could be wrong. But if it's just Roman and Cody one-on-one, no Bloodline members involved, this needs to be Cody's time. Cody needs this win. We have to say Cody. We need the Roman Reigns reign to be over. It needs to be done. He needs to go away for a little while and come back. So my prediction is Cody does win the championship. So they've wanted to do this Roman versus Rock for so long, and we've always assumed that Roman would be the heel and Rock would be the babyface. But what if The Rock was the heel and Roman was the babyface? I am actually far more interested in seeing that match if the two roles are reversed. The Rock's been doing some of the best work of his career recently as a heel, which is, you know, it's crazy to think he's doing some of the best stuff now. So yeah, I would be more interested in seeing that match. Roman the babyface and Rock the heel. Maybe that could be the main event of next year's WrestleMania. But what do you think is going to go down? Please let me know in the comments what you think is going to go down at WrestleMania. If you're new watching TheMan Games and you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We do normally just do 2K24 stuff, but with it being WrestleMania, I thought we've got to get our predictions on the channel this week. If you already have subscribed to TheMan Games, then make sure you've got your notifications turned on. And also in the description below there is links to subscribe to our newsletter, to become a member, and to find us on social media. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.